A very good afternoon to you. You're watching Lunch Primetime News on News First. Another parliamentary session was held today. We have the details right after the headlines.
Proposal presented in Parliament claiming ministry secretaries cannot approve any payment for ministers, state ministers and deputy ministers using funds of the public. Ruling party boycotts Parliament once again. Investigation commences on the alleged death of 2 police constables in Vaunathivu. German Chancellor Merkel misses G20 opening ceremony.
Drawing your attention to what happened in Parliament this morning, the motion presented to Parliament claiming ministry secretaries cannot release state funds for ministers, deputy ministers and state ministers was passed with 122 members voting in favour. The motion was presented to Parliament by Partly Champika Ranawaka for the United National Front and it was seconded by the UNF's MP Ranjith Maduma Bandara. In more local news, a team of detectives from the Criminal Investigations Department led by a Superintendent of Police was dispatched this morning to investigate the deaths of 2 police constables who had died from gunshot wounds in Batticaloa.
This morning, the bodies of 2 police constables were discovered at a roadblock manned by them on the Batticaloa-Vaunathivu road. It is reported the 2 policemen were on duty at the roadblock from 6 last evening. Both deceased men are police constables and the cause of death is yet to be determined. The victims are residents of Batticaloa and Gaul.
We will have a more updated story about the matter on our primetime news bulletin at 9 tonight. Now, drawing your attention back to what happened in the Parliament today. Parliament convened at 10:30 and according to our Parliament correspondent, the ruling party boycotted today's parliamentary sessions as well.
A proposal claiming the ministry secretaries cannot approve any payment for ministers, state ministers and deputy ministers using funds of the Republic was presented to Parliament today. This motion was presented by MP Partly Champika Ranawaka on behalf of several MPs. The motion was seconded by MP Ranjith Maduma Bandara. In the motion, the MPs claim Parliament has control over all state finances.
Now, Speaker Karu Jayasuriya made a statement about his conduct in the Parliament.
I'd like to inform the House that from the 27th of November I acted based on rules and regulations. I acted purely based on the instructions given by international and regional parliamentary associations and the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. So I can honestly say that I have never been biased. And there are 6 recognized parties in Parliament and we have 123 representatives of 4 parties and that is why I acted upon the opinion of the majority.
Several parliamentarians expressed views after they were exiting the parliamentary chambers today. We will have those details for you in a little while. But before that, a program to obtain 5 million signatures demanding a general election commenced yesterday. It was held for the 2nd consecutive day today.
This protest was organized by the Pavidi Handa movement at the Narahimpita temple.
The only solution for the current crisis of the country is to keep a general election. This is the only solution for this situation. We have started this program in the Maharagama Kottawa and Ambildeniya. We have launched a massive program to begin tomorrow morning starting from Devundara to Colombo.
Moving on to some more local news, 1 person sustained injuries in an accident that occurred near the Ananda Balika Vidyalaya along the Hinguragoda Polonnaruwa main road.
The accident had occurred when a tipper truck travelling from Hinguragoda collided onto a van. A pedestrian was injured in the accident and was admitted to the Hinguragoda District Hospital. Following the initial collision, the van also collided with 2 other motorbikes and a bicycle which were parked on the side of the road. Our correspondent said the shop was also damaged and the drivers of the lorry and the van were taken to police custody.
One person died when a cab fell into the ZD Canal in Madagama, Aranagangwila.
According to police, the search operation is currently underway using divers to identify whether there was another person travelled in the cab at the time of the incident. The cab was travelling from Dimbulagala to Aranagangwila at the time of the incident. The victim was a resident of Ampara.
4 people were arrested for treasure hunting at a house in Tangol.
Police said the raid was carried out based on a tip-off received around 6 last evening. The house was digged up to 40 feet at the time of the raid, and reports suggest 2 temples are situated in close proximity of the house. Currently, police have deployed to protect the house. The officials said the Geological Survey and Mines Bureau and the Department of Archaeology are set to examine the area. The equipment used for drilling and the items used for the puja were taken to police custody. The house owner and 3 other suspects were arrested by the police, while 1 other suspect had fled the area. The arrested suspects are due to be produced before the Tangol Magistrate Court. Meanwhile, 2 people were arrested at the BIA for alleged attempt to smuggle a stock of gold from Maldives. Custom Media spokesperson Sunil Jayaratne said the gold was concealed in the suspect's bag in the form of gold biscuits and chains. The stock was valued at 3,148,810 rupees. Police said one of the suspects was a Maldivian citizen, while the other is a resident of Rajagiriya.
It's a reminder that you can keep track of all these stories and more on our award-winning website www.newsfirst.lk. Now, the leader of the Janaseta Peramuna, Venerable Battaramulle Sila Ratanathera, addressed a media briefing yesterday.
Ranil Wickremesinghe wanted to defeat Maithripala and gain all the presidential powers. There is a group led by Ranil Wickremesinghe which is destroying the country. They get together and do all these things. Mahinda Rajapaksa was once the executive president of the country. He ended the war and that is all that he did. Other things were done by different people. People should think how they are going to vote and for whom they vote for.
The further recording of evidence in the case filed against MP Namal Rajapaksa and 4 others at the Government's Corporate Service was postponed to the 3rd of April 2019. The case is filed against the defendants by the Attorney General and was taken up before Colombo High Court Judge Pradeep Hettiarachchi. The High Court Judge today ordered for the witnesses from the prosecution present in court today to once again appear in court on the 3rd of April next year. Namal Rajapaksa and 4 other defendants were present in court today. This case was filed by the Attorney General under several indictments including unlawful generation of 30 million rupees in a deal said to have taken place between Government's Corporate Services and another company. Earlier on, we promised that we will be bringing you the views expressed by politicians as they were leaving the parliamentary chambers today. Representatives of the ruling party as well as the opposition spoke to the media. Here's what they had to say.
අපි වෙලාව ඉල්ලුවේ එතුමා වෙලාව දීලා තියෙනවා 7ට අද හවස. ජනාධිපතිතුමත් එක්ක මොන වගේ සාකච්ඡාවකටද නිරත වෙන්න හදන්නේ? මේ ප්‍රශ්න විසඳන්න ඕනේ.
This problem has to be solved. It's a huge problem to the country. We hope he will listen to what the majority in parliament has to say.
ඉල්ලීම ඉටු කරයි කියලා අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. මම විශ්වාස කරනවා අද
I hope the president will make a decision today and we also hope that it will be successful when we show a majority.
ඒක සාර්ථක වෙයි කියලා අපි විශ්වාස කරනවා. අද වෙනකොට දෙමළ ජාතික සන්ධාන
Groups like TELO have already created a division. Both MPs of TELO has held discussions as to how they can join the UNP. So we will wait and watch.
අපි බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා වෙන දේවල් සම්බන්ධයෙන්. පාර්ලිමේන්තුව
President has asked to convene parliament according to parliamentary norms and when that is done we will attend the sessions. We will even agree with the house.
ඒකේ දාට බලන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා.
That's all the news we have for you this afternoon. We will keep you updated throughout the day on our hourly news bulletins as well as on our prime time news bulletin at 9 tonight. I've been Saturanga Haporachi. Have a good day.